नमस्कार नमस्कार नमस्कार। जय हिंद, जय महाराष्ट्र, जय भवानी, जय शिवाजी। प्रदीप जी, वंदे मातरम।
वंदे मातरम।
मेरा नाम है राजीव कुमार बजाज।
वंदे मातरम।
और जो आज अभी सुन रहे हैं आप, वो एडवोकेट प्रदीप नाम्बिया साहब की है।
वंदे मातरम।
वंदे मातरम।
वंदे मातरम।
प्रदीप जी और मैं दोनों हैं नेशन नाउ पर, और नेशन नाउ है हमेशा कहाँ? आपके साथ, आपके साथ। इट्स अ ग्रेट मोमेंट फॉर इंडिया। प्रदीप जी, दैट सॉन्ग नाटू नाटू।
Yes, sir.
Oh, what a song. What a song and what a sequence.
Picture. It's a beautiful picture. And plot amazing.
Amazing movie, absolutely amazing movie. It
And
won the Golden Globe
The
for the best song.
dances, the songs, everything was so perfect.
Everybody is tapping.
Yes.
Is tapping, is tap dancing to Natu
The
Natu.
movements coordinating with each
Fantastic,
other
absolutely
so
fantastic.
finely.
Yes.
इतने beautiful movements and so well choreographed. And जो movements का जो coordination है, तालमेल, जबरदस्त. We've
Brilliant.
never seen such a dance for a
In
long
any film.
time.
In
Yes.
any film.
And
It's
especially by two lead main stars.
Beautiful.
It could be the backup at the back, people are dancing together in very good moments. But two stars in
All
perfect
together.
synchronization.
Can we look at that?
Bilkul.
When they got the Golden Globe, can we see them with the trophy? I really would like to see them. And here, I must tell you this. This is brilliant. This is fantastic. This is absolutely fantastic. There is Mr. Rajamouli, NTR Jr. and everybody else.
In RRR. Accepting the award is M.M. Kiravani.
Goes to Natu Natu, RRR.
This is the first nomination and first win for this writing team. They win their Golden Globe tonight for their music and lyrics of Natu Natu in RRR. Accepting the award is M.M. Kiravani.
M.M. Kiravani, wonderful,
Amazing.
absolutely wonderful.
Just amazing.
And I tell you what, we predicted it right here on the RKB show. RKB show में क्या कहा था? यहीं पर एस्ट्रोलॉजी शो में प्रदीप जी,
Exactly.
हिंदुस्तान के लिए 2023 जबरदस्त ईयर है.
You have
It's a
been
fantastic year for
To
India.
the bullseye.
2023.
Yes.
और ये तो अभी शुरुआत है जनाब. This is just the beginning.
पहले महीने से चालू हो गया सर.
You watch what happens at the Oscars. You watch what happens at the Oscars. And after that, not just for the Indian film industry, for the rest of India as well. और यहाँ पर एक बार फिर आपको बता दूं, जो मैंने कल कहा था यहीं पर कहा था प्रदीप जी, पठान,
Exactly.
शाहरुख खान,
Yes.
YRF Films, यानी कौन? आदित्य चोपड़ा. It's going to be a big hit. It's going to be a huge hit. It's going to be a monster hit.
But they deserved it. Look at the quality of thought, the movie, the kind of
Brilliant movie.
realization,
Absolutely
the kind
brilliant
of film making involved, the use of technology.
Fantastic.
Everything about
Absolutely
movie.
fantastic.
It's mesmerizing every minute, every second. You couldn't remove your eye out of the film.
Absolutely. And it's earned around 1,300 crores.
Yes.
1,300 crore कमाया picture ने, which I think is slightly less. It should earn 2,600
So
crores.
something fantastic happening in the South Indian cinema.
That's right. Absolutely
And
lovely.
They seem to be doing fantastically well.
Yes.
The plot, ages, I mean, independence, two people, one with the British,
Wonderful.
one with the coming together for
But
a
the
national
days
cause.
of great cinema are
Yes,
back.
are back.
People are going to
Yes.
flock back to the theaters.
Walk back to the theater.
You watch what happens on January 25th
Certainly.
when Pathan gets released. Again, there's going to be house full. Mark my words. यहीं पर एक बार फिर हम बात करेंगे और आपको फिर बताएंगे कि किस तरीके से बॉलीवुड के और पूरे हिंदुस्तानी सिनेमा के, इंक्लूडिंग तेलुगु सिनेमा, कन्नड़ सिनेमा, बंगाली सिनेमा, तमिल सिनेमा, इंक्लूडिंग मलयालम सिनेमा, the good days are back. What is that line, Pradeep ji? Happy days are back again. That's what's going to happen, right? That is about RRR. Congratulations to Mr. Rajamouli and his entire
Happy days
team.
of Sunny Gavaskar. The sunny
Yes.
days are back again. And that was a
Absolutely.
treat to watch that ad.
Fantastic. And don't you remember that ad? The
Yes.
thumbs up ad? He was the first guy to appear in thumbs up.
Yes.
But anyway, we'll come back to that. We'll have a full discussion on RRR and what is happening as far as South Indian cinema is concerned, as far as south of the Vindhyas is concerned. Not just South Indian cinema, south of the Vindhyas is concerned. KGF 1, KGF 2, Bahubali 1, Bahubali 2 and RRR. Brilliant. Bloody brilliant. Right? Let's come back now to Mumbai. एक बार फिर वापस आते हैं मुंबई में, और मुंबई की अगर बात करें तो सबसे पहली चीज जो मेरे जहन में आती है वो एक बार फिर आती है सेंट पीटर्स चर्च। मैं क्यों बार बार इस बारे में बात कर रहा हूं, प्रदीप जी भी इस बारे में बात कर रहे हैं, क्योंकि ये जरा डिस्टर्बिंग चीज है मेरे लिए। ये मेरे मन को विचलित करने वाली बात है कि एक ऐसी कम्युनिटी, रोमन कैथोलिक कम्युनिटी, क्रिश्चियन कम्युनिटी, 52% of all school services, non-governmental school services are provided by the Christian community in India. 54% of all medical facilities, 54% non-governmental medical facilities are provided by the Christian community in India, and they are just 2% of the population, less than 2%. आप उनको क्यों तंग कर रहे हैं, मेरी समझ के बाहर है। At the moment with us, I think we've got Godfrey Pereira साहब इस वक्त हमारे साथ हैं, Godfrey Pimenta साहब, I'm so sorry, Godfrey Pimenta साहब इस वक्त हमारे साथ हैं, Advocate Godfrey Pimenta of the Watchdog Foundation, man about town, and the man who has taken up so many wonderful issues with regard to Mumbai. Godfrey साहब नमस्कार। Godfrey, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Godfrey साहब, where do we stand now? What is the situation now with regard to the St. Peter's churchyard, the St. Peter's graveyard? The St. Peter's church dates back to 1852. It's a landmark church. Of course, the new church was made later because the old church, had, kind of been driven to rack and ruin by the monsoons and things like that. But where do we stand now? Godfrey साहब बताएं।
Sir, there are 2 or 3 issues which are involved in this acquisition notice, which has been served by the Joint Municipal Commissioner of Mumbai Municipal Corporation. The notice was seeking to, acquire certain portion of the cemetery belonging to St. Peter's Church. Now, we had objected to this acquisition because ultimately this acquisition is happening not for the benefit of a general public, but the whole acquisition is a developer-centric for the, upcoming SRS scheme in Bandra. Now, this property is worth 1,000 odd crore because, it has proximity to the sea link, etc. Now,
yes,
the position is that we had a massive protest yesterday, more than 1,000 odd people,
Yes, we saw that. We'll show it again. Can we have that again, please? Ji. Godfrey साहब बताएं।
Yeah, so more than 1,000 odd people participated in the silent march, and a conscious decision was taken that not an inch of land will be surrendered. Thereafter, coming back from the protest, I did a minute study of the development plan of Mumbai right from 1967, 1991, and the last plan which was sanctioned in 2034.
Yes.
Now, my studies reveal that there is a development plan road, sanctioned in 1967, just adjacent to the cemetery. The road is about 18.3 meters wide, that is about 60 feet wide road. This road has been developed to the extent of 75%. There is only balance 25% of the road which is to be developed, which has been encroached by the slums.
Yes.
Now, these slums, if they can, the corporation can remove the slums and rehabilitate them, because these are called the project affected persons. There are enough tenements available with the corporation. They can easily accommodate these slum dwellers there. So it is a win-win situation for the corporation, for the slum dwellers, as well as the church authorities, because the road will not be widened, the cemeteries will not get affected. The development road, planned road will be developed. Slum dwellers will get their proper tenements in the building. So it would be a win-win situation. Now, this development plan road, which is shown in 1967, 1991 development plan and 2034 development plan, why is the corporation not developing this particular development plan road, which is developed to the extent of 75%?
Yes.
This is the million-dollar question.
So why do you think that's happening? Godfrey साहब, ये बताएं कि असल में ये ऐसा क्यों हो रहा है? Please do tell us why.
हाँ, असल में ये हो रहा है कि सर इसके बगल में एक स्प्रॉलिंग स्लम कॉलोनी है। Now, if this colony is developed into a SRA project, it would be a windfall for the developer who is intending to develop the slum colony.
जी.
If the tenements which are squatting on the present DP road are removed, to that extent, the development potential get reduced.
Yes.
Now, come to Bandra, sir, the going rate there is in the region of 40 to 50,000 per square feet. And if 30 or 40 tenements get affected, the loss to the developer could be in the range of 50 to 100 odd crores, because it is a massive amount. So therefore, they are trying to find an alternative solution, which is totally unacceptable and what you call unpalatable in a sense. It would be cutting into two cemeteries, that is the Christian cemetery as well as the Jewish cemetery.
Yes.
Now, Mumbai lacks, in the development plan, there are not enough burial grounds or the crematorium. Mumbai lacks, and in fact, recently the Bombay High Court, Chief Justice Dipankar Datta censured the Mumbai Municipal Corporation for not providing enough burial grounds, because there was an issue
Yes.
by the Muslim brothers regarding the Sunni Qabristan
Yes.
in Bandra, where
That's
the
right.
land was not being made available.
Yes,
And
I remember.
Therefore, the Bombay High Court Chief Justice came down heavily, saying that you are providing land, development of skyscrapers in the vicinity, but you don't have enough land to be provided for burial grounds. Now, today the population of Mumbai is about 1.5 crore. Sir, if somebody dies in city like Mumbai, the body has to be transported, particularly for Christian community or Muslim community, about 5 to 10 kilometers. It entails, the cost, because people have to be transported by the buses. Plus, there is taking the body in traffic jam. Nowadays, people get caught in traffic jam. So it becomes a nightmare experience for the family of the deceased member, and therefore this kind of interference by corporation in issuing a notice. Sir, there are two roads in Mumbai.
Yes.
There is called the Lal Bahadur Shastri Marga, which originates from Sion and travels right up to Mulund, and there is another road called SV Road, sir.
Yes.
From Thaisar to Bandra.
That's right.
Now, roads have not been widened by the corporation for the reasons best known to them.
Yes.
Despite the traffic jam faced by this entire 50% of the western suburbs and eastern suburbs.
And in fact, part of the LBS road is closed right now.
Yes.
That's right.
And it is our experience that whenever the roads are widened, there is an immediate encroachment by hawkers, or it is eaten up by the parking space.
That's right.
Especially I saw when I visited the cemetery at St. Peter's Church. Next to the cemetery, there are illegal car parking. So for whose benefit are you widening the road?
That's right.
That is the question we have in mind.
In fact, you have two or three cars parked parallelly on the road.
Yes.
Absolutely.
So the biggest, I think, problem is why the Christian community fears that the government is trying to scare them. The government is trying to push them into a corner because the elections are around the corner. And Godfrey was telling me, Advocate Godfrey Pimenta was telling me, the Christian votes can actually influence 60 seats in the BMC elections. Godfrey, am I right?
Yes, sir, because what has happened yesterday, it was seen that whenever there are certain sections in the Christian community itself which support a particular party. Yesterday when the silent march was called, all these people, the sympathizers of a particular political party, were conspicuous by their absence at the rally.
Right.
It shows that there is some part of the Catholic population is having a leaning, and whenever the attacks are taken, the crocodile tears are shed as if to show that we are with you. But these are all crocodile tears, sir. We don't believe in crocodile tears.
But Godfrey साहब, you remember a couple of years ago, पता नहीं आपको याद है कि नहीं, 2 या 3 साल पहले की बात है, हम लोगों ने, आप भी थे साथ में, our old friend Mr. Nicholas Almeida was also there with you. We had done an entire story on the Gauthans and how those beautiful houses, absolutely gorgeous looking houses.
He's got a beautiful house also.
Yes, I know, Godfrey's got a lovely house, absolutely beautiful house. You know, all those beautiful houses could actually be damaged beyond repair by the kind of underground tunneling work which is being done, by the kind of rapaciousness being shown by builders and by the BMC. Now, my point is it because the Roman Catholic community per se is somewhat divided and political parties have managed to divide the Christian community into various groups? Godfrey sir.
No, I will not say that the Christian community is divided, because that would be a wrong statement on my part, or to say that it is divided. Maybe there are some few elements, you know, who are supporting a particular political party, but it does not matter as long as the majority is on the right path. The common person knows, not only the Christian, but the common person knows as to what is happening today and how the BMC has become a handmaiden or a tool in the hands of the vested interests who, for their political or otherwise gain, exploit the sentiments of various communities in the city. And the development, I'll tell you, the development is always builder-centric. It is not a common man-centric. You know, the builders, wherever development happens, bulldozed, you know, demolished, and the government machinery is used to bulldoze the people. Now, just now some clients are sitting with me.
Yes.
In case of tape Gauthan, which we are fighting for our existence there, and this Gauthan was recognized prior to the birth of corporation by Jew municipality, where the word Gauthan is written in the document. We have produced all this document before the slum rehabilitation authority to show that we are the residents of Gauthan. Yet the government machinery is being used. Just now I saw a letter by executive engineer of K East Ward of the SRA written to DN Nagar police station to give a protection to a developer who is trying to prohibit the residents of Tape Village. This is totally unacceptable.
Isn't that terrible, Pradeep ji? What Godfrey has just revealed is shocking.
It's shocking.
Absolutely shocking.
Sir,
How can you do that?
ये चिंता का विषय है यहाँ पर. Now we are facing. Now he talk about Gautans. He has been fighting all over most of his life as a crusader for all these causes. We are concerned. We saw that Metro 7A displaced people were not given their rehabilitation.
They were not. They still
Now,
haven't.
Godfrey, the advocate Godfrey Pimenta is talking the right thing, saying pro-builder approach where the AMC, Assistant Municipal Commissioner, writes for police bandobast to help a particular builder. We and everybody are pro-development, but at pro-development you can't, you know, negate the rights and fundamental duties of the state towards the poor and downtrodden. उनका घर आपको देना पड़ेगा. They have to be properly rehabilitated.
Yes.
The fundamental duties of the state, light, water, electricity, has to be given to them. Especially in the city of Mumbai, you cannot wish away these things don't happen. And when Mumbai and Maharashtra is going for a large-scale development, in a big phase, as they say, we are the fast track of development. We can't leave our poor and downtrodden just by the wayside and just go talk about development. You can't. You need to have a system with check and balances that see that these people get their rights. Now we were totally enthralled to find that 7A के displacement है उन लोगों को आज तक धक्के खा रहे हैं एक rehab से दूसरे लिया. They first provided rehab in Chakala itself, then Goregaon, then from Goregaon on to Goregaon 2, and then है ही नहीं आपको शुक्र है कि आपको हमने transit accommodation दिया. What is this? It's your fundamental duty. The poor and downtrodden, you have taken out them of their homes. It is your duty to provide them proper, rightful accommodation. Now, Godfrey, this is something that we are all going to go on talk again unless the government really works on it. You have been fighting, the NGOs have been fighting.
Yes.
What do you think in the fast-paced development? It is double duty on all our parts to see the poor and downtrodden are given their rights.
Right, but the only thing is...
the Prime Minister vision is Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas. But
right.
2022, every individual will get their home.
Yes.
This is far-fetched reality. The ground reality is totally different. The poorer people are bulldozed. They are made, homeless, and their rights are trampled left, right, center. I'll tell you, in case of Gautam Koliwadas and Adivasi Padas, despite the previous chief minister, the current chief minister, the deputy chief minister making statements, and some of the MLAs trying to protect the interest of Gautams and Koliwadas, they make one statement in the assembly, but there is no translation of the assurance given in the assembly at the ground level, and the CEO of the Slum Rehabilitation Authority thinks he is the superpower. He can do anything, and implement SRS schemes as per their likings, as per the likings or whims and fancies of the developer. Currently, I'm handling a situation of a Shirley Gautam in Bandra West.
Gee.
The amount involved in that scam is about 400 crore. I have written to the Economic Offence Wing, and they have directed my email to the CEO of SRA to investigate the matter. The developer which has come there has created additional hutments just to get the benefit of extra FSI.
Yes.
There is going to be a windfall of almost 400 crores, and this
Right.
and this scam is happening in every SRA scheme.
That's right.
Most
So,
of the
so Godfrey Saab, what happens now as far as the St. Peter's graveyard is concerned? What happens now? Where do we go from here? Because silent march आपने कर दी, protest आपने register कर दी, अब क्या?
Technically, we are on the sound wicket. The BMC may use its machinery at its might. We have the people's power. And आपको पता होगा कि 2015 में हमने पूरा DP को पूरा demolish कर दिया था.
जी.
So that then municipal commissioner Sitaram Kunte was transferred by the chief minister.
Yes, he was.
We have our aces below our belt, and we will use those aces to put the corrupt BMC officials in their place and expose the corrupt BMC officials in their place and expose the corruption which is happening, and the rights of the minorities are getting trampled. This will not allow it, and not an inch of land will be surrendered.
Right. Very, very good to hear. Godfrey साहब, बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया आपका ये सब बोलने के लिए और इस प्रकार इस आंदोलन में अग्रसर होने के लिए. लेकिन आप ये बताएं गॉडफ्रे साहब, क्योंकि क्रिश्चियन कम्युनिटी बहुत पीसफुल कम्युनिटी है. The Christian community per se does not indulge in violence. You don't do bunds. आप रास्ता रोको नहीं करते हो, ट्रैफिक जैम नहीं करते हो, ट्रैफिक नहीं रोकते हो, इंडस्ट्रियल एक्शन नहीं लेते हो. गॉडफ्रे साहब, आप ये बताएं, आज की तारीख में, आज के माहौल में, जब तक के कोई इस प्रकार आंदोलन नहीं करता है, आक्रामक आंदोलन नहीं करता है, ज्यादातर उसकी बात सुनी नहीं जाती है. उसके how will you come around that? Because the peaceful demonstration we have noticed, civilized demonstration, usually does not draw a very positive response from the establishment. How are you going to get around that, sir?
Sir, we have a powerful weapon in this. Pen is mightier than sword, and I think so. We implement the slogan of Adharniya Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar.
Right.
संघटित आणि संघर्ष करा आणि ultimately जीत सत्याचीच होईल. So we believe in that. Ultimately, justice will prevail wherever there is a truth, and we'll expose the truth. What is the truth in this whole acquisition notice?
Wonderful. Congratulations. All the very best to you.
Thank you.
Godfrey, you want to know that, that AMC, you said that Assistant Municipal Commissioner has withdrawn that particular notice of acquisition of the burial ground, and you believe that's a scam, it's a fraud. It's a fraud it's just a lip service. There's still a danger lurking. There is a danger lurking, Godfrey.
Yeah, sir, what happens now, the initial acquisition notice was issued by the Assistant Municipal Commissioner, Zone 3. Now this acquisition notice, as per the General Clauses Act, a person who issues a notice has to withdraw the notice.
Exactly.
Now here what has happened, when we held a massive meeting in the St. Peter's auditorium, somebody from a particular political party comes there and makes a statement. Sir, look here on his mobile, start showing that the notice has been temporarily withdrawn. And who has issued that withdrawal notice? That is the Assistant Municipal Commissioner, a low-ranking officer, who
Yes.
reports to the Joint Municipal Commissioner. Can a officer who is low in rank supersede his senior and issue this kind of thing? This is nothing but total eyewash. Firstly, this notice has never been served on the St. Peter's Church till date. Till the date I am making this statement now.
Who is the political gentleman who came in the auditorium? Would you care to name him?
No, I will not name him because that whole thing.
Or her?
The thousands of people were there. Everybody heard that.
Right.
The participants or the attendees who were there must have recorded that. But it is the fact that this notice is an eyewash, and,
right.
and I will tear that notice if it received and put it in the dustbin. That is its value of that withdrawal notice. And we'll expose this kind of this thing that the corporation is becoming insensitive to the needs of the common man.
Right.
And has become a handmaiden in the and become a tool. आज क्या हो रहा है सर कि beautification programs are going on in the city. Thousands of crores are being spent. BMC stands today, sir. I am saying BMC stands for break, make, and corrupt contractors.
Break, make, and corrupt.
Contractors. That is the
yes.
BMC today.
But the beautification program is also leading to the worst traffic jams I've ever experienced.
I was.
Yes. Godfrey साहब, बहुत बहुत मुबारक हो आपको, साधुवाद आपको. You have our support completely. We are with you. We shall always be with you. We cannot see any injustice done to anyone. We are pro-development. We are totally for development, but not at the cost of what you have outlined over here. The Christian community is a huge part of Mumbai, is a huge part of India, and they deserve justice. They certainly don't deserve this. Thank you very much, Godfrey. We'll be back with you again.
Now for taking up these issues from time to time.
We'll always be with you. Thank you very much, Advocate Godfrey Pimenta, from both Advocate Pradeep Nambiarji and myself. Thank you very much. Right? And we promise you we'll be with the Christian community through thick and thin. Now, I tell you what, this of course is with regard to the Christian graveyard at Bandra, St. Peter's Church. But the basic problem remains, the elephant in the room, which we talked about yesterday and we talked about the day before. कल हमारे साथ जोरू बथेना साहब थे, उसके पहले हमारे साथ स्टालिन दयानंद साहब और नंद कुमार पवार साहब थे, और हम लोगों ने बात करी कि किस प्रकार मुंबई के पर्यावरण को, ठाणे के पर्यावरण को, यहां तक के महाराष्ट्र के पर्यावरण को तहस-नहस किया जा रहा है. क्या हम चाहते हैं कि मुंबई ठाणे जो है उसकी हवा जो है, उसका AQI जो है वो दिल्ली से भी ज्यादा बदतर हो जाए? एंड दिस इज इन स्पाइट ऑफ द फैक्ट दैट वी आर नेक्स्ट टू द सी. प्रदीप जी, समंदर के साथ हैं हम लोग. We are right next to the sea. Exactly. And look what we are doing to ourselves. Right now we have our old friend ROHIT Joshi with us from Thane, and he's the man who's been working really and truly very, very hard to protect the Thane Creek, to protect the mangroves in and around Thane Creek. And at the moment, you see him traveling in Srinagar. He's at the moment in Srinagar. Hello, Rohit. How are you?
I'm good, thank you, sir.
Rohit ji, I know. You know, it's somewhat difficult to talk about Mumbai while you are there, even as it is snowing outside. Bahar barfbari ho rahi hai. You lucky man. You are out there when it is snowing in Kashmir. और हम लोग यहाँ पर बात कर रहे हैं ठाणे की, प्रदूषण की, मैंग्रोव्स की. लेकिन फिर भी जब आप यहाँ वापस आएंगे, आपको एक बार फिर बीड़ा उठाना पड़ेगा और एक बार फिर संघर्ष करना पड़ेगा. सर, आप बताएं, रोहित जोशी साहब, हमारे दर्शकों को बताएं कि खतरा कितना बड़ा है और इस पे और क्या काम करना है. रोहित जोशी जी, बताएं.
Sir, first of all, thank you very much for taking me on your show.
It's a pleasure.
Sir, आप देख ही रहे हो कि अभी जो डिटरेशन हो रहा है, अभी मैं थाने की बात करूं, जैसे आपने बताया
जी
कि since this wetland committee was constituted formally by the Mumbai encroachment on the wetlands and destruction of wetlands. I feel very sad to say that despite appointed expert members on the committee and the High Court appointed justice, retired justice members on the committee,
Right.
uh, the ratio is very poor, and 95% cases have not been resolved so far. And
Yes.
I mean, this is seriously a discouragement for the Aam Aadmi, who has been repeatedly trying to connect to the authorities and complaining about the encroachments or destruction of wetlands. And I'm myself a member of Wetland Committee in Thane,
Yes.
which is a taluka level committee.
Yes.
So I have filed, yeah. So I had filed so many complaints, but none of the complaints were resolved at all.
Yes.
So this is the yeah. So this is the plight of the this is really discouraging. And
Rohit ji?
government agencies also.
Yes, please go ahead. Government agencies, yes, you were saying, please go ahead.
Yeah, yeah, and government agencies are also not very supportive, and in a way, I feel that in fact, government policies now are more pro for development and anti environment. That's what I feel.
But Rohit Joshi साहब, nobody is anti-development. आप भी development के खिलाफ नहीं हैं. And at the moment, let me tell you this: Rohit Joshi is at the moment on a bus. He's on a bus from Srinagar to Jammu. And thank you so much for connecting with us. Rohit Joshi साहब, कोई भी विकास के खिलाफ नहीं है. लेकिन विकास at what cost? क्या मुंबई शहर को दिल्ली बनाना है? मुंबई ठाणे को दिल्ली बनाना है? In Delhi, people are unable to breathe. Do we want that kind of a situation? And are we heading towards that kind of a situation? Rohit ji बताएं.
सर दिल्ली तो कैसे वैसे ही बदनाम है. मुंबई का एयर क्वालिटी इंडेक्स इज एज पुअर एज दिल्ली, और आई वुड से दैट इट इज poorest in the in entire India.
Yes.
Only thing is that Delhi's just a second.
Yeah,
sorry.
please go ahead. Please go
Because
ahead.
I'm traveling. I'm stuck somewhere.
Which is okay. We can hear you. We can hear you. We can see you. Please go ahead.
Yeah. So, air quality index in Mumbai is really very very poor.
Yes.
And you must be aware that recently this government for bullet train project,
Yes.
they have applied to the Mumbai High Court, and Mumbai High Court okayed cutting off 22,000 mangroves in Mumbai city, and
Right.
compulsory plantation policy is also bogus because you cut mangroves somewhere and plant it somewhere else. I'll just give you an example in Thane Metro 4 case, where 3,000 trees were cut in Thane city and were transplanted to Bhiwandi, which is 35 kilometers away from Thane. So
Yes.
this is how this plan works. So this is not sustainable development. I mean, you have to look for the sustainable solutions. Like I had petitioned in Mumbai High Court for against the Metro 4 construction.
Yes.
And my only prayer was to build this metro underground.
Right.
So 3,000 trees would have survived.
Yes.
But my petition, I mean, as I said, that government policies are actually not pro-environment.
Right.
And this is really disturbing. And I don't know where we are heading to.
No, but it's not a question of, environment versus development. It's a question of development with environment. Let's be very clear. You need the
Absolutely.
environment.
Yeah.
I
never petitioned against the Metro 4. I only petitioned against the design of the Metro 4.
Yes.
I only requested the court to intervene and find a solution if this could be an underground metro like Metro 3.
Right. So, Pradeep ji, we are making an underground
we
metro.
are concerned, sir. We are concerned because you talk about wetlands, and just the other day, Nandakumar Pawar was the Thane में जितने भी mangroves है, wetlands है, you got the garbage infusion, the outflow garbage. Mangroves are filled with garbage. The rivers are filled with garbage. The creeks are filled with garbage. Oceans, seas, everywhere garbage. Landfill, land is being filled by garbage. you got a real problem there. It's going to be an ecological disaster at some point of time unless we control it. We need to control it. We are pro-development. We are pro-everything. But after, in Mumbai, 50,000 crore budget of the BMC, we have not found a system of how to recycle garbage, how to recycle waste, how to utilize the energy, utilize it as energy. We're just filling spaces, which is going to create more problem and ecological disaster for us. Do you do something about how the garbage disposal has to be managed both in Thane, Navi Mumbai and Mumbai? ROHIT JOSHI.
In Thane city, I'll talk about Thane city
Thane,
where I belong to. Yep. So it is not about only about the solid waste management. You must be aware about this new policy which was formed by the center, which made it compulsory for the municipal corporations all over India to make this construction waste, make it into use and not just dump it anywhere. So in Thane city, they had formed a policy where they promised that they will make bricks out of this waste.
Yes.
But when I inquired, shockingly I found out that not a single brick was made using this construction and demolition waste.
So what do you think we should do now? रोहित जोशी साहब ये बताएं कि अब आगे क्या?
I mean, authorities are not really. Sorry.
अब आगे क्या करना चाहिए हम सबको, पूरे नागरिकों को, मुंबई के नागरिक, ठाणे के नागरिक, नवी मुंबई के नागरिक, हम सब लोगों को किस तरीके से आपके साथ मिलकर के अपनी मदद करनी चाहिए अपने पर्यावरण को बचाने के लिए? रोहित जोशी साहब बताएं।
सर, मुझे तो ये लगता है कि हम सब लोगों ने एक सस्टेनेबल लाइफस्टाइल अपनानी चाहिए, उसी से वो हो सकता है, बिकॉज वी हैव टू लीड बाय एग्जांपल. As I mean, if you are not following it yourself, then you cannot tell others to follow it. Yes. So this is a simple, because policies are there. Like you can see what plastic ban has done to Mumbai.
Yes.
Every government, if government changes, they just reverse the previous government's policies. That is such a sad state. I mean, plastic ban is just on paper.
That's right. Everybody is still using plastic bags, same kind of plastic bags are still being used all over the place. Rohit Joshi ji, but the only thing is, you're painting a very dark picture. Isn't there a silver lining somewhere? Don't you have something hopeful to give us, at least to our viewers? I think we just, he's still back with us. Right. Rohit ji, बताएं.
Sir, ऐसा नहीं है. I am quite hopeful, and I'm working on it. I am not against the government policies, but only about the execution of the policies.
Right.
So किधर भी loophole मिलता है, तो हम लोग का आदत है कि वो loophole को पकड़ के वो policy को बर्बाद करना, उसके उद्देश्य को बर्बाद करना. तो वही है कि वो एग्जीक्यूशन में कहीं पे तो पनिशमेंट या जो कुछ भी पॉलिसीज है. मैं आपके दर्शकों को बताना चाहूंगा कि अगर ये ट्री एक्ट जो है, जो ट्री एक्ट अपना अर्बन एरियाज के लिए अलग है और रूरल एरियाज के लिए अलग है, मुझे लगता नहीं है कि ट्रीज कैन themselves sense whether they are growing in urban areas or rural areas. But the act is so erratic, I mean so weird, that only 14 species of trees in rural act are protected, whereas all the trees in urban areas are protected. So, I mean, from British era, these acts are being continued. So there has to be a,
without any application of mine.
Absolutely.
Rohit, you were in the middle. You had fought to protect a lot of trees, especially some 400 years old tree, a huge banyan tree or something. What is the status of that?
Yes. That tree has been saved, sir.
Wonderful.
Thanks to the media.
Can you just briefly tell us about the tree? What was the tree exactly?
Actually, the tree is the only banyan tree which is very old in the city. It is only heritage tree which is 300 years old. And some builder, renowned builder, he wanted to remove that tree because he wanted to construct a very big complex over there, residential complex. So we came together, we opposed it, and that builder also found out that if he preserves that tree, it would be an opportunity for him to sell his property at higher rates.
Higher rate. So that was the only consideration for which the tree saved itself, or
Maybe Rohitji, for what Pradeepji is suggesting and what you said just now, I think that is the incentive. If people protect mangroves, protect the environment, their properties will sell at a higher rate.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Gee.
You
Anyway,
see, I live in Mumbai, but for winters, I have to go to Srinagar, 2,000 kilometers away.
but Rohitji, thank you very much for talking to us, sparing the time on your bus to Jammu. Thank you so much. And from there, I believe you are proceeding
Thank you, sir.
From there, you are proceeding to Panipat. वहाँ पे बहुत बड़ा मराठा समागम होने वाला है to commemorate the third battle of Panipat. I hope we'll be able to catch you there as well. I hope we shall be able to catch you there as well.
Absolutely.
And have a safe journey, sir.
Thank you so much.
Tell your driver to drive safely. Tell the bus driver to drive very safely. Right? Tell him we can't afford to lose you. He has a VIP passenger on board in the shape of Rohit Joshi. Thank you very much, Rohit. So nice of you. Wonderful. Wonderful.
Thank you so much, sir, for having me. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. That was Rohit Joshi, our friend Rohit Joshi of Thane. और ठाणे में जिस प्रकार रोहित जोशी ने काम किया है, I mean, it's really wonderful. We've seen how he has worked to protect the wetlands. It's fantastic.
and the tree, to protect the tree, all these volunteers, went and just embraced the tree to see that it cannot, to protect the tree, they all just caught and embraced the tree. And it was such a big campaign out there to save the tree. I mean, look at the love for trees, the nature, and it is just because
Pradeepji, I still remember he's the only
like
man.
him that we have some protection where climate is concerned, environment is concerned, trees are concerned, forests are concerned, wetlands are concerned.
सबसे बड़ी बात ये है कि रोहित जोशी साहब is the only person because of whom, and I think Clara Correa, Professor Clara Correa, it's only because of them that I was actually able to see what a swamp hen looks like. I didn't even know. I mean, that was the first time. You had this blue-colored swamp hen for the first time, and she said, the lady who was accompanying him said, this shows that this wetland is somewhat healthy. It has not been destroyed yet. And we saw a wonderful variety of snakes over there. We saw lots and lots of birds over there. It was really and truly wonderful. It's like a whole paradise. So why do we want to lose it? I still don't understand. हमारा इतना खूबसूरत शहर है, इतना खूबसूरत देश है, इतनी खूबसूरत हमारी विरासत है, जो हमें जंगल के रूप में मिली है, वेटलैंड के रूप में मिली है, मैंग्रोव्स के रूप में मिली हैं, उसको हम खत्म क्यों करना चाहते हैं? और जहां तक मैंग्रोव्स का सवाल है प्रदीप जी, कितनी बार मेरे और आपके बीच में डिस्कशन हो चुका है, अगर जंगल जो है, पेड़ जो है, वो आपके फेफड़े हैं, यानी लंग्स हैं, तो वेटलैंड्स जो हैं, वो आपका गुर्दा है. That is your kidney. That cleans up the entire system of the city. अगर आज आप आपके मैंग्रोव्स हटा देंगे, खत्म कर देंगे, तो मालूम है आपको क्या होगा? पूरा समंदर का पानी जो है शहर के अंदर आ जाएगा, बाढ़ अंदर आ जाएगी, बार 26 जुलाई होगी, फिर आप क्या करेंगे? अभी तो आप बिल्डिंग बना रहे हैं, समंदर के ऊपर आप बड़े खूबसूरत आप बड़ी इमारतें बना रहे हैं, 40 करोड़ के 50 करोड़ के आप फ्लैट बेच रहे हैं. जब इन फ्लैट्स में समंदर का पानी घुसाएगा, there'll be a flood out here in Mumbai.
One of the campaigns that we did was in Chembur also. Small water bodies and small wetlands.
And there was a lovely forest right there.
Beautiful. Yes. Chembur is a concrete jungle. In front of in the midst of the jungle, you had a kind of oasis.
Lovely oasis.
Yeah, oasis.
It was out of the world.
All kind of exotic trees and plants, and which we can really see in Discovery Channel. We found that. But of late, I came to know about how debris was being stuffed into the particular beautiful oasis that was created out there, natural oasis, and how debris was destroying that entire environment out there. It is a pity. I mean, pity.
So don't these guys feel anything at all? I mean, when they dump debris into that wetland, you can see it right over there on your screen.
And then they come up with a building out there.
You come up with a concrete jungle.
Just.
और जैसे रोहित जोशी साहब ने कहा
बिल्कुल
कि भाई दिल्ली का तो नाम वैसे ही बदनाम है, असल में जो AQI है, एयर क्वालिटी इंडेक्स है, वो मुंबई का दिल्ली से भी ज्यादा खराब है. सीधी सादी बात है. We have just been saved by only one thing. सिर्फ एक चीज.
Exactly, sir.
वो क्या है कि समंदर है. मुंबई के कोस्ट से लेकर के आप चले जाइए कहां तक, अफ्रीका के कोस्ट तक. बीच में कोई बिल्डिंग नहीं है, इसलिए हम लोग बचे हुए हैं. वरना आज की तारीख में प्रदीप जी हालत खराब हो जाती है हम सबकी. Right? And before we go on to our discussion on COVID, I want to see this again. Can we see this again, please? I want to see this RRR moment again. This is a great moment for all of us. पूरे हिंदुस्तान के लिए आज एक बहुत ही गर्व का दिन है. I agree. A.R. Rahman won an Oscar for as best music director way back. Slumdog Millionaire के लिए उनको जय हो के लिए मिला. But that, by the way, was a British film. वो अंग्रेज फिल्म थी. Right. And Rohit Joshi, by the way, has nothing to do with this. Can we have that off, please? Rohit Joshi does not have anything to do with this. This is about RRR. Now, can we hear the audio, please? Can we have that on again, please?
Accepting the award is M.M. Kiravani.
Goes to Natu Natu, RRR.
This is the first nomination and first win for this writing team. They win their Golden Globe tonight for their music and lyrics of Natu Natu in RRR. Accepting the award is M.M. Kiravani.
Right. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant, bloody brilliant. I feel so good. Pradeep ji, I really feel good.
Absolutely.
Fantastic. An Indian film making waves all over the place. And by the way, the film RRR was also among the top 5 nominees to win the Golden Globe. Oh God, this is really and truly wonderful. India is making progress. Very shortly, yes, you were saying.
It only shows that India, where technology is concerned, where you can say the content is concerned, where cinematics is concerned, where every
the voice that you are hearing right now is that of Advocate Pradeep Nambiar.
Yeah, all aspects is totally and what wonderfully. We are not beyond or below any other top, you can say Hollywood or any of these nations who produce best movies. We are at neck and neck to them. That's what it shows. Where technology is concerned, where content is concerned, where coordination is concerned, where cinematography is concerned, everything. We are second to none. We are
brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Right, and you must have heard, you must have seen that thing right on top, which says Dr. Ashish Tewari on COVID. We have Dr. Ashish Tewari with us, I think. I'm not sure. I think we have him with us. Dr. Tewari, can you hear me, sir? Do we have Dr. Tewari with us? Dr. Tewari, can you hear me, sir? Right, we're going to be talking about COVID. कि वास्तविकता में क्या COVID का खतरा इस वक्त है? We're going to be talking about that. Are we really in danger of COVID? जिस प्रकार हिंदुस्तान का वैक्सीनेशन प्रोग्राम गया है, जिस प्रकार लोगों ने 2 डोज लिए हैं, उसके बाद 80% के 88% लोगों ने बूस्टर डोज भी लिए हैं, क्या उसके बाद भी हिंदुस्तान की जनता को कोविड से कोई खतरा है? Remember, there was a huge meeting called by the Prime Minister himself, which talked about preparing for another wave of COVID, if indeed it comes around. I hope it doesn't come around. I hope we are ready for it. From whatever we know from the medical community, we are quite ready for COVID. And I don't think there will be any need for another lockdown. I don't think that will be required.
I think even China has cooled down.
Yes.
It's a zero
COVID policy. Yes.
And they are allowing movement, they are allowing district to district travel and international travel. The way they're easing down, only marking out some nations which they believe are high risk. They seem to be the highest risk, but still things are easing down. So probably, but where India is concerned, the way you said, we have handled very well. And Prime Minister Modi led from the front.
Yes.
Prime Minister Modi saw to it that India doesn't lack anything where we call vaccination is concerned.
I think we have Dr. Tewari with us.
Where health necessities are concerned.
I can see him. I can see him. Dr. Saab, namaskar.
नमस्कार जी, नमस्कार.
नमस्कार. Welcome to Nation Now. Nation Now के आरकेबी शो में आपका स्वागत है. Thank you so much for coming. डॉक्टर साहब, कोविड के दौरान आपके वीडियो में देखा करता था YouTube पे, माशाल्लाह जबरदस्त थे. आपने जिस प्रकार लोगों को एडवाइस दी, जिस प्रकार लोगों को कॉन्फिडेंस दिया, जिस प्रकार लोगों को सलाह दी और जिस प्रकार लोगों को कहा कि इन सब रूमर्स वगैरह वगैरह से, गॉसिप से आप घबराएं नहीं, आप ये चीजें करें, सब कुछ ठीक हो जाएगा। डॉक्टर साहब, अभी आपसे ये पूछा कि वास्तविकता में अब कोविड का कोई खतरा है क्या? डॉक्टर साहब,
फिलहाल तो नहीं लग रहा है, क्योंकि देखिए जब दुनिया में केसेस बढ़ रहे थे तो इंडिया में केसेस रिलेटिवली कम हुए
जी,
और अभी भी जो पॉजिटिविटी रेट है 0.09 है
जी,
वो बहुत ही इनसिग्निफिकेंट है। तो अभी फिलहाल तो नहीं लगता है कि अभी कोविड का खतरा जैसे 2 वेव आ चुकी थी उस तरह का कोई खतरा होगा।
जी,
फिर भी जब तक साइंटिस्ट इसको डिक्लेयर ना कर दें कि अब खतरा पूरी तरह से टल गया है, हमें सावधान तो रहना ही चाहिए।
जी, सावधान रहना चाहिए। लेकिन आप ये बताएं कि चाइना में जिस प्रकार वहां से फुटेज आ रही थी कि भाई पेशेंट जो हैं वो जमीन पर लेटे हुए हैं, बहुत जबरदस्त वहां पर एक बार फिर कोविड हैज मेड अ ह्यूज कमबैक and it's like a raging virus. Was it essentially because most of the Chinese population is not immune to the virus? Could it be because of that they have very low immunity? What could be the reason? I'm asking you to speculate, Doctor.
Okay, it could be one of the reason because of low vaccination they have got COVID again. लेकिन आप you just see the Kerala phenomena. Kerala was the first state in India जहाँ पे कोविड के प्रोटोकॉल्स को स्ट्रिक्टली इम्प्लीमेंट किया गया
जी,
तो लार्ज पॉपुलेशन जो थी उसको कोविड का इन्फेक्शन नहीं हुआ
जी,
तो जो नेचुरल इम्यूनिटी आती है अपार्ट फ्रॉम वैक्सीनेशन वो वहाँ केरल के लोगों में नहीं आई तो बाकी देश में जब कोविड के केस कम हुए केरल में केस बढ़ गए।
जी,
सेम फिनोमिना चीन में हुआ कि चीन में हमने देखा वी हैव सीन द स्ट्रिक्टेस्ट प्रोटोकॉल फॉर द कोविड में कंट्रोल उस कारण से कि चीन में शुरू में केस नहीं आए, प्रोटोकॉल उनके स्ट्रिक्ट थे, कोविड ज्यादा फैला नहीं। तो अब जब सारे प्रोटोकॉल्स विड्रॉ हुए, लोगों में ईज हो गया तो फिर से कोविड फैलने लगा। एक रीजन ये हो सकता है। सेकेंड वन इज द वैक्सीन की एफिकेसी जिसके ऊपर आवश्यक, लेकिन कोविड की वैक्सीन जो चाइना की है साइनोवैक साइनोफॉर्म, ये सारी दुनिया में करीब 5 करोड़ के ऊपर लगी है
जी।
दूसरे देशों में जहाँ चीन की वैक्सीन लगी वहाँ इस तरह का फिनोमिना नहीं देखा गया। तो संभावना इस बात की ज्यादा होती है कि जो स्ट्रिक्ट प्रोटोकॉल थे शुरुआती फेज में उनके रिलैक्सेशन के बाद जो नेचुरल इम्यूनिटी का फैक्टर है शायद वो काम कर रहा था, वो कम थी वहां पर, इसलिए कोविड के केसेस बढ़ गए।
जी जी, दुरुस्त बात, दुरुस्त बात। लेकिन डॉक्टर तिवारी यहाँ पर ये एक चीज बताइए कि जहाँ तक हिंदुस्तान का सवाल है, हिंदुस्तान में जो ये कहा जा रहा है कि नेचुरल इम्यूनिटी बहुत ज्यादा है हिंदुस्तान में, उसमें एक और भी ये वजह है कि वी हैव ए वेरी लार्ज प्रोपोर्शन ऑफ यंग पॉपुलेशन। मतलब हमारी जो ओल्ड पॉपुलेशन उसके बनस्पत हमारी जो यंग पॉपुलेशन है वो काफी ज्यादा है, और चाइना में उसका बिल्कुल उल्टा है। क्या ये भी एक वजह हो सकती है डॉक्टर तिवारी?
बिल्कुल है। देखिए जो ससेप्टिबिलिटी है, जैसे एज बढ़ती है तो कोविड की ससेप्टिबिलिटी बढ़ती है, यानी कि ओल्डर पॉपुलेशन में कोविड होने की संभावना ज्यादा है एज कम्पेयर टू यंग पॉपुलेशन।
Right.
एक रीजन है, यंग पॉपुलेशन में नेचुरल इम्यूनिटी ज्यादा होती है। बच्चे या इम्यूनो कॉम्प्रोमाइज पीपल या ओल्डर पीपल, ये 3 ऐसे ग्रुप हैं जिनमें कोविड होने के चांसेस ज्यादा होते हैं। क्योंकि अपना यंगर पॉपुलेशन ज्यादा है तो रिलेटिवली हमें वो प्रोटेक्शन भी मिला हुआ कि कोविड के केस थोड़े से कम दिख रहे हैं।
जी, प्रदीप जी आपको
do you think Mumbai as on today and India as on today, because the Prime Minister has been absolutely proactive where COVID was concerned and the necessary measures to be taken, the Prime Minister was more than, he was leading from the front. And the same thing we found where Mumbai is concerned. We had a municipal commissioner then and we have the municipal commissioner now also who knew everything to the last bed. What is happening? Is the oxygen there? Is the person there? What are the requirements? Oxygen. So do you think how India and especially Mumbai is prepared for this onslaught if it comes? Are they?
We have seen few waves in the past and we have seen the spectrum of calamity happened in our country. After that, the whole country is prepared to tackle the COVID scare again. As far as Mumbai is concerned, from many decades, Mumbai is in advanced city as far as medical treatment is concerned, but municipal commissioner, especially Mr. Chahal, has managed and monitored all these phenomena very well. So Mumbai has seen less problems as compared to in many other parts of the country. Mumbai is very well prepared at the moment, and I think India is now prepared to handle the COVID. And since the number of COVID cases are not increasing the pace they were in the past 2 waves, so at the moment we need not to worry about the COVID scare.
So in effect, what you're really saying is there is no need to panic. There may not be another lockdown. There is no possibility of another lockdown in India. That's what you're essentially saying, right?
Exactly. It is a truth. At present, there is no need to worry. There is no possibility of any lockdown in near future. But we have to be careful and we have to follow the protocols which are told by various authorities.
Like what protocols, sir? Could you repeat them for us, if you can?
Three things are very important. Wear the mask when you are out of your home.
अभी भी नकाब पहने अभी भी.
Right. देखिए, since last 2 years, since I am going to hospital, every day I wear mask.
जी.
Only in my car and at my home, I don't wear the mask. Whenever I move out from my house, I wear mask. Even today.
So wear a mask. That's number one.
Right? Yes. That's number one. Second is hand wash, hand sanitization. It's very important.
Yes.
Because many times in the day, you just shake hands with other people. And after each shake hand, you need to hand wash yourself.
Right.
Third one is maintain distance. Since I am in my office most of the time, I open my window to get fresh air. I use my air conditioner system very less.
Yes.
Fresh air in the closed chamber is very important, and you need to maintain a certain distance in the office also, in the outdoor places also.
Wonderful.
So these three things are very important, and you need to follow it.
कहने का मतलब ये हुआ, सबसे पहले नकाब पहने यानी मास्क पहने, नंबर 1. नंबर 2, हाथ धोएं. जैसे कोविड के वक्त जब कोविड का प्रकोप था बहुत ज्यादा, वैसे आप हर बार हाथ धो रहे थे साबुन से याद रखिए, अच्छी तरह धोएं. और नंबर 3, डिस्टेंस मेंटेन करें साहब. डिस्टेंस मेंटेन करें, फासला मेंटेन करें, और एसी में कम से कम बैठें, ताजी हवा ज्यादा लें. ये डॉक्टर आशीष तिवारी साहब ने कहा है. एंड उससे 2 या 3 चीजें बहुत अच्छी होंगी. नंबर 1, आपकी हाइजीन बहुत अच्छी होगी. नंबर 2, आप कोविड से बचेंगे. और नंबर 3, आपकी सेहत बहुत अच्छी रहेगी, भले कोविड आए या ना आए, क्योंकि ताजी हवा जो है वो एसी की हवा से बनस्पत बहुत ज्यादा अच्छी होती है वैसे भी, बिकॉज यू डोंट नो वेदर द एसी फिल्टर्स हैव बीन क्लीन्ड और नॉट. इन एनी इवेंट दैट्स वेरी गुड फॉर द हेल्थ. डॉक्टर आशीष तिवारी, एनीथिंग एल्स दैट यू वुड लाइक टू वार्न आवर व्यूअर्स अबाउट विद रिगार्ड टू कोविड? कोविड के बारे में कुछ और आप बताना चाहेंगे हमारे दर्शकों को? प्लीज जरा बताएं सर.
यस, देखिए, सिंस वी आर हैविंग लो टेस्ट नाउअडेज, अभी टेस्ट बहुत कम हो रहे हैं
जी.
सर्दी खांसी या कोविड के सिम्टम्स वाली बीमारियां स्टिल एग्जिस्ट कर रही
जी.
ये हम मान सकते हैं कि कोविड का स्ट्रेन अगर है तो
जी.
उसका जो इन्फेक्टिविटी है वो बहुत कम है, सीवियरिटी नहीं है, बहुत माइल्ड केसेस आते हैं सोसाइटी में
जी.
बट एक लॉन्ग कोविड का फिनोमिना सोसाइटी में देखा गया है. बहुत सारे लोगों को लॉन्ग कोविड हो रहा है, और जो रिपीटेड इन्फेक्शन होते हैं, यानी कि 1 बार 2 बार 3 बार 4 बार, इसके बाद ये चांसेस बढ़ जाते हैं कि लॉन्ग कोविड हो. लॉन्ग कोविड फीमेल्स में मेल के कंपैरिजन में ज्यादा देखा गया है
जी.
और लॉन्ग कोविड के जो तमाम सारे लक्षण बहुत सारे 15 से 20 लक्षण उसके इंपॉर्टेंट है, लेकिन 3 चीजें बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. पहला है कि थकान महसूस होना, दिन भर आप थके रहते हैं,
थकान महसूस
होना. हाँ
जी.
दूसरा है कि स्लीप डिस्टर्बेंस, नींद नहीं आती है, नींद कम आती है, या लंबी नींद एक बार में नहीं आती, बार बार आप उठ जाते हैं, तो नींद में डिस्टर्बेंस होना. और तीसरा है जो आप ब्रेन फॉग बोलते हैं, यानी कि लॉस ऑफ कंसंट्रेशन एंड थिंकिंग. आप पढ़ाई कर रहे हैं, आप अपने काम पर ध्यान दे रहे हैं, लेकिन जो कंसंट्रेशन पहले होता था वो अब नहीं मिल रहा है, या आप अपने आप को कहीं पे फोकस नहीं कर पा रहे हैं. ये 3 बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट चीजें हैं. इसके अलावा आपने देखा बहुत सारी खबरें भी आजकल बड़ी कॉमन हो गई हैं. यंग एज में कार्डियक अरेस्ट हो रहा है, हार्ट अटैक हो रहा है. इसका भी रिलेशन ज्यादातर लॉन्ग कोविड से, क्योंकि ये जो ब्लड वेस्कुलर सिस्टम के कॉम्प्लिकेशन है ये कोविड में बड़े कॉमन है. तो जिन लोगों में लॉन्ग कोविड है उसमें एक कार्डियोवेस्कुलर सिम्टम भी हो सकता है, जिसकी परिणति हार्ट अटैक या दूसरे टैकीकार्डिया, हार्ट का रेट बढ़ जाना, ये भी होता है. मल्टी ऑर्गन फेल्योर, यानी कि किडनी, हार्ट, लंग, इन सबका इन्वॉल्वमेंट भी हो सकता है
जी.
तो अगर कोविड से रिकवर होने के बाद आपको अपने शरीर में कोई भी एब्नॉर्मलिटी दिखे, भले वो थकान जैसी चीज ही क्यों ना हो, अगर आपको थकान लंबे समय तक है, आप अपने आप को अच्छा महसूस नहीं कर रहे हैं, तो किसी स्पेशलिस्ट या किसी डॉक्टर से मिले. कुछ जांच होगी आपके सिम्टम्स की बेसिस पे. तो अगर ये लॉन्ग कोविड हमें एक डिटेक्ट हो गया तो इसका ट्रीटमेंट संभव है और इससे होने वाले कॉम्प्लिकेशन से बचाव संभव है. तो अपने ऊपर ध्यान दें. और ये जो लॉन्ग कोविड है ये 2-3 महीने के अंदर अपीयर होता है, और देखा ये गया कि कई सालों तक इसके रहने की संभावना है कई लोगों में
जी.
यस. तो ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट चीज है. तो अभी फिलहाल फोकस है लॉन्ग कोविड के ऊपर, इसको डिटेक्ट किया जाए, इसको प्रिवेंट किया जाए, उसको ट्रीट किया जाए.
कहने का मतलब ये हुआ कि अभी अभी जो हार्ट अटैक की बहुत खबरें आ रही थी, बड़ी यंग लोग 34 साल के, 40 साल के, 41 साल के, कोई बेचारा जिम में खत्म हो गया, ये हो गया, उनमें कॉमन फैक्टर एक था कि हर एक को कभी ना कभी कोविड हुआ था, which is quite true by the way. 80% of those people had COVID, so that could be one of the reasons. So if you have long COVID, please see a specialist immediately. जिस प्रकार भी डॉक्टर आशीष तिवारी ने कहा, डॉक्टर तिवारी चलते चलते ये पूछना चाहेंगे, जिसको लॉन्ग कोविड है फॉर एग्जाम्पल, कैन द पर्सन ऑल्सो बी अ कैरियर, कैन दैट पर्सन स्प्रेड कोविड टू अदर पीपल?
नहीं, ये क्या है कि कोविड का कॉम्प्लिकेशन है, बॉडी का रिएक्शन है, उसमें एक्टिव कोविड नहीं होता है
जी,
तो ये इन्फेक्शियस नहीं होगा दूसरों को, लेकिन उसके लिए तो खतरनाक है,
उसके लिए तो खतरनाक है, राइट। डॉक्टर आशीष तिवारी, बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया आपको, बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया आपको हमारी तरफ से, डॉक्टर नंबियार जी से और मेरी तरफ से।
जी, थैंक यू सो मच।
Thank you very much, sir, for talking to us. It's been a real pleasure talking to you. And welcome back on the REQD show after a long time.
Thank you. Yes. After a long time.
That's right. And by the way, Happy New Year. Happy New Year, because we are meeting.
Happy New Year to both of you.
Thank you so much.
We are meeting in the new year for the first time in 2023. Thank you very much. Real pleasure talking to you.
Thank you so much.
Real pleasure talking to you, sir. Right, that's it. That's it. That's just about all we've got for you in tonight's show. प्रदीप नंबियार जी और मेरी तरफ से आप सब लोगों को नमस्कार। आज के लिए आपको हमारा शो कैसा लगा, क्या लगा आपको, कमेंट्स में आप भेजें, कमेंट सेक्शन में आप भेजें, जो भी आप लिखना चाहें जरूर लिखें, और चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करना ना भूलिएगा। प्लीज सब्सक्राइब टू द चैनल, दिस इज योर चैनल, याद रख लीजिए। नेशन नाउ हमेशा आपके साथ हम लोग आपके साथ खड़े हैं, खुशी में भी, दुख में भी, हर चीज में आपके साथ हैं। That's it. That's all we've got for you in tonight's show. आप सबको नमस्कार। जय हिंद, जय महाराष्ट्र, जय भवानी, जय शिवाजी, वंदे
मातरम।